What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today is a debut from a game called DRAINUS. The song is called Showdown Stage 4. I've never heard of this. This is also the only request for it in my entire backlog. And it was requested by Gardeling. The channel is Neon Panic, which has 12 subscribers. 5,000 views. Another potential hole in the wall or fly on the wall type of song. Is it hole in the wall? I don't know the expression. Anyways, 7 minutes. Let's get into this. Looks a little sci-fi-y. Showdown Stage 4 from DRAINUS. Don't know who the composer is. Let's go. Gonna relax. This is kind of long. It's a ride for sure. That's cool. feel like you have to close your eyes to really appreciate the song. This part sounds like a song I know. I don't know if it's looped yet or not. I did hear one part twice, but it's so rhythmic. I feel like it cut off like a note there at the end. Like it should have had one more note or something. What, dude. I felt like an actual, not a roller coaster per se, but it felt like a theme park ride. Like a, you know, very like cinematic linear thing. That was a lot. It was very quick, very high energy. The energy barely ever let up. No, it barely did. There was like a little tiny segment where it did. So the only thing that really came to me is basically what we're seeing here. Like this definitely bled into my subconscious, where I kept thinking of like futuristic AI, futuristic cities, maybe like a Law and Order thing. I noticed they have different eyes, but they're on the opposite. You know, green is left and right. So it's like a balance type of thing. But also, when I think of balance, I think of like not Law and Order. I meant like Law and like Disobedience, because she looks kind of like a officer or something, and maybe more of a rebel type of thing. That's what I got. And obviously, it looks like a spaceship back there, and it just has like a very, like, we're on our way to like this futuristic city in the sky. It's like all night and stars. And that speed was like the space travel. That's what it felt like. It felt like we're going there. And that was like the trip there. Even though it was 7 minutes, we just traveled like a billion light years or something. So the whole thing felt very like belly of the beast, like we're going towards this thing. I really have no clue, you know. It's just the constant sound and like the vocals being sort of like almost sounding like alien speak a little bit. I just kept picturing like the most sci-fi. Like if you just think of the word sci-fi, whatever pops in your head most likely is like all that, just like the entire embodiment of sci-fi that came to my head. Very like pristine shapes, bland colors, and vastness and technology and, you know, futuristic guns and all that. Anywho, this song was pretty wild. It was hard to grasp, you know. That's why at first I leaned back because it was a little long, but I kind of wanted to put myself into a little bit of a driving mentality. You know, when you're hearing a song on the radio or something in your car, it's kind of like you're kind of zoned out, but you're paying attention to it, you know, because you're focusing on the road. So I kind of wanted to, in a way, like emulate that feeling of, you know, I'm just sort of looking past it, and then eventually something's going to be like, oh, catch my eye, or my ear, in this case. But the whole thing was kind of like grabbing my attention. Even though it is like very repetitive, it didn't feel repetitive at the same time. It's so hard to explain. It was just a chaos, right? But speaking of the whole like chaos and law thing, the music kind of hinted at that too. Like there was clean acoustic piano parts underneath a bunch of like heavily synthesized keys. You know, I can't tell you exactly where, but there was times where I heard like do 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 do, and then there was like right above it at the same time. So it kind of felt like this whole conflict of energies. And then the last thing I should say is that it reminded me of a song that I really like from Street Fighter 4 called the I think it's like the Drive-In at Night. It has a very memorable part that sounded exactly like this one. It was like you know what I'm talking about. If you're familiar with this song and you hear the first minute of that Street Fighter 4 song, you'll hear what I'm saying. But otherwise, it just felt like not a movie, but it felt very just like a comic book. Like I'm being sucked into the comic book. That was a crazy song. That was a lot to take in. Don't know what DRAINUS is. Oh yeah, Showdown, stage 4. Okay, well that's fake, but it is say Showdown. I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that until just now, actually. Yeah, no, I have no clue. But it's not always my job to guess. It's just something I like to do for fun because it's like, I wonder what, you know, message it gave me. But it doesn't always happen. You know, not every song speaks to me, per se. But this one did in the slightest with the whole, like, futuristic thing. Everything I mentioned prior. But there's one, like I said earlier, but I feel like it would be really cool if that was the case, is the whole balance thing, because again, the eyes, they look like they're on opposing forces, and the music being kind of that chaos and law thing. I'm sort of sensing a pattern, but truthfully, who knows? If you know anything about this game, please let me know. This is from the channel Neon Panic. No clue. DRAINUS. Showdown Stage 4. Thank you to Gardeling for the request. Thanks to everyone that you see here. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Take it easy.